Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Social Studio Gurus, Helena and Michelle. We thank you so much for being a part of this broadcast, and we look forward to you coming and sharing your information with us. So, if you would like to be a special guest on our broadcast, please give us put in just contact us. Oh, we don't have to go through a whole lot of stuff. Just give us
That's right.
contact us. Hi,
That's
Michelle. How
right.
are you today? I'm about to make it
Hi.
complicated.
There's many ways to communicate, right?
Absolutely.
Messaging,
Absolutely.
on the thread of the video, in the Facebook group.
Exactly. So those are just something that we're going to talk about today, ways of communicating. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, Michelle.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Michelle with Triangle Social Media, helping business owners manage social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and all the fun places, coming up with a content strategy plan and helping you with social media coaching, social media workshops, social media management. Reach out if you need any help with your social media. Michelle at trianglesocialmedia.com.
Hi, guys, and I'm Helena Richardson. H Rich Networks is a web and digital marketing company. We help you to get more eyes on your business. That's pretty much it. Via web, via your digital marketing. We are the people to help you get to that place. So if you want to learn more about H Rich Networks, visit our website at hrichnetworks.com. So Michelle, short and sweet. We just want to get started, guys. I know we got here a little late, a little technical
Mhm.
difficulties, but we're here. And thank you so much for joining us. We see that there are about four eyes on us so far. So, we're looking forward. It's about 10 after. So we're looking forward for more people to come online. So, guys, please share our information with other people because it takes a lot for us to get together and put together a program for you. So we look forward if you would help us to get more eyes on our business, right?
That's what everybody wants, isn't it? Right? We all would
That's
like
right.
that
That's right.
engagement. And we're
And
offering that as well as asking, right? I think it's okay to ask for sure.
absolutely. Yes,
And then
yes.
we invite you as well to promote yourself in the Facebook group, Social Studio Gurus, and also, as Helena said, to come on the show and share a little bit of your expertise with our audience. Wouldn't that be great? We'd love that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
We'll have lots of fun. So
that's
looking
right.
forward to being with you guys. So, Michelle, we're going to talk about just words
Mhm.
and uh, just a slew of things. We're just trying to discuss digital marketing um, processes, something that can help you grow. And in the interim, while we're doing research and our experiences, we're helping ourselves as well because our business needs to grow as well. We need to put those same systems in place. So, one thing we were talking about was, using a tagline. So, most of us have taglines about our business, correct, Michelle?
It's
Um,
yes. Yeah. Some people need help though.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. All of us need help in terms of that. But anyway, let's talk about taglines. Michelle, would you like to start?
Yeah, it's just really communicating a little bit more about your brand. You've got the name of your business, which hopefully represents what you do, just the name, right? But then you may have a
Mhm.
tagline that gives a little bit more description into what you do. And if my friend Susan Beavers is watching this, I hope she tunes in because she's got a really cool tagline. Um, Her name is Susan Beavers. She's an insurance agent, and so her tagline is the insurance agent that gives a damn because her last name is Beavers. And
Oh,
so you can
wow,
be,
wow.
yeah, yeah. And
Creative.
so
That's
it's
creative.
right? You could be creative, you could be funny, it could just be serious, it could just, whatever makes sense to you. Um, and so think about people who do have taglines and what does that communicate? How does that help you understand their brand a little bit better? Um, it could really be anything.
Mhm.
I feel like shorter
So
is probably better, but sometimes people have a long tagline.
it is. And I'll
Hmm.
give you mine. So, my business is H Rich Networks. So, inside of my business name is Rich Networks. So, my tagline is embracing technology because we talk about everything centered around technology. We help you with your branding, we help you with the creativity, your story. That's the biggest thing. We help you to tell your story. So that's what a tagline would do. The tagline also helps tell your story in
Yeah.
essence, right? And
Yeah.
to be very creative. Like I'm a web strategist, so I help you strategize. That's what I call myself. I'm the CEO of H Rich Networks, but I am also a web strategist. So I strategize ways to make your website more effective, be it with security, making sure that everything lines up. Those pictures aren't pixelated. We help with making sure your content. Sometimes we put content and it may be all over the place, right? But we want to make sure that all the content match, all your colors with your brand. If you notice, my brand is green, orange, black, and white. So you see behind me, the picture behind me, that's a part of my brand. So
Mm-hmm.
that when people see you, look at Michelle's. Michelle's is the pink, black, and white, right? So she's always, she even wears pink hair, right? Pink glasses. So all of those things, look, I have my pink, and you may not be able to see it, but this is a green shirt. It's a part of our brand, right?
Yeah.
So we're just wanting to share with you, maybe you need some help with branding, with your brand identity, right? Because your brand identity helps people get to know you better and get to be able to find out if you a good business that can help them, right,
Mm-hmm.
Michelle?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And so the thing about branding, I mean, your tagline is really part of your brand because it helps people to understand who you are, what you do a little better.
Mhm.
And, your brand is a lot of things, all the things Helena said, there's concrete things we think about, like, the name of our business, the logo, the colors, even fonts, and specific technical and analytical elements. But then there's also the your personality, right? Your
Yeah.
personality, the way you talk, and how you communicate, like we opened up with. Use what words you
Mhm.
use, and do you have a word that you frequently use? And then, it's interesting, but I there's a friend of mine. She's in one of my networking groups. Maria Kopp is her name, and I have to invite her on here. You would like her. She says phenomenal all the time. Whenever something impresses her, she uses that word, and I feel like it's a great word. And so
Mhm.
sometimes people will use a word frequently because it just really like embraces that thought that they have. Um,
Right.
but coming, so I'm not quite sure if I would call this a tagline. And this topic has come up frequently with some friend groups recently.
Mhm.
Um, that maybe we could help each other brainstorm ideas to come up with taglines if somebody doesn't have one. And so if you're watching or if you see this later and you need help with a tagline, comment in the thread and let's ask the other viewers, hey, let's come up with some ideas. How can we help that person come up with a tagline?
Sure.
I often say, so, as far as Triangle Social Media, I help business owners strategize, optimize, and navigate social media platforms. And that kind of is an overview of all the things I do. And I think that's what a tagline is. It's a shortened version of what you could elaborate on and talk, at any length of time, sharing more about yourself, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one other thing too to keep in mind with a tagline. So a lot of times your tagline, when creating or your logo, your tagline is usually underneath your logo. So when Michelle says shorten it, can you imagine your logo, like Michelle's logo? If she was to put all of those words underneath her logo, it will be too long
Yeah.
and it would be very wordy. So
Right.
sometimes we have to be very careful when we're
Hmm.
choosing a tagline. And I'm trying to think of some off my head, some that's very catchy that's out there, Michelle. If we could
Something
think
that's
of
too long is that what you're
if
trying
it's
to say?
like, say for instance, if no, not too long, a very good tagline that we could share with our audience that they can um, really understand and get a sense of what we're talking. Like Nike, just do it. There you
That's
go.
exactly what I was
Oh
thinking.
my God, my brain wasn't going there. But just do it. That's a tagline. So Nike the swoop, right? If they use the swoop and they put underneath, they usually put that everywhere, right? So
Yeah.
when you're doing your social media or you're doing your post or whatever, and you're creating these images, if you put something that's very long on it inside of your logo or whatever, it will just be very convoluted and it can be confusing. So if you can
Hmm.
just do it right and put something that's very creative, but where it tells your story, then I think it will work great with your brand and helping
Hmm.
to build your brand so that people will understand. Because really, even when we do our elevator speech, right? Sometimes we make that so long, and people are like, "Well, what do they really do?" They don't really understand it because we're trying to put too many words in it. Um, I remember taking a course, and one of the ladies, she mentioned, her name is Wendy, and I can't call her last name for the life of me. But she said that when you're doing like the elevator speech, or you have to do a speech, she have gone to an event where she's the speaker, but when it end up happening, they ran out of time or something, the electronics or something didn't work. So that 5 or 10 minute speech that she prepared for, now she had to condense it to 3 minutes. So that's
Uh-huh.
the same way when we go with our elevator speech, right?
Right.
We Some people say 30 seconds, some people give you a minute. So you want to at least, I would say, have it 15 seconds, right? That
Yeah.
way, it depends on your audience that you're meeting. You can change it out. But let's just think about those words in which we use.
Hmm.
Um, they can, like I say, they can either make or break our business. They really can.
Good thoughts. And I
Mhm.
agree with you. We should be prepared to explain to people in any length of time because you never know when you might have a short opportunity. I mean, what if you're in the elevator and they're getting off the next flight? Obviously, we're not going to like hold them down and get our pitch into the, but naturally and organically in conversations, the time is going to vary. And
Yes.
just some other taglines to think about. A diamond is forever. That's a famous one by De Beers. And whatever it makes you think
Wow,
of.
that is a great one.
And Mastercard.
Yes.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's Mastercard. That's a little bit longer.
See,
Um,
it is a little longer. So if they had to
mhm.
put that hmm, if they were to use it on their social media posts, I mean, it will fit. But if they were
And
doing
maybe they do.
having
I
an
don't know.
image of something, and they
Right.
probably do. What are some other ones I was thinking? Like,
Allstate.
think about the little Allstate. Think about the jingles, right? Listen to the
Yes.
jingles that are on when you're watching something on TV. The jingles are taglines.
Oh,
They're
yeah. They make
very
you think. Oh,
short
yeah.
and it make you think. Although that music is in your head, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. You guys gonna be thinking about that all the time. But you know,
Hmm.
remember those are taglines and they use it. Uh, what else, Michelle? Are you
What's in
looking
your
at a list
wallet?
there?
What?
Honey? Yes. What's in your wallet?
What's in your wallet? Capital
Yes.
One. Just a few, throwing some of these I Googled, and I'm not remembering. Do you know this one? That was easy. Staples.
Staples. Yeah.
Is that the one
I
with the
don't.
easy button? It's probably the easy button.
It could be. I can't remember.
How about this one? Snap, crackle, pop.
Yes, the cereal.
Yep, Rice Krispies.
Hmm.
And it's interesting to Google and then read a little bit about and just kind of get ideas,
Hmm.
for these different companies that came up with these taglines and slogans and things that represent their brand and tell you a little bit more and make you remember them, right? That's
Yes. And you know what, guys? Really believe you. When if you Google those slogans, the taglines, what have you, it
hmm.
will help to build your creativity as well.
Oh yeah.
And you can use some of the, not their taglines, but you can be creative in some of the way that the wording is written. It may be able to help you or, get those muscles in your brain moving, that little mouse that's running in your head. I know I have one in there. And some days it runs slowly than others, right? But you can, when you Google, you can see how they creatively create their slogans, taglines, whatever, and then
Hmm.
you can help. It can also help you to do the same thing, right?
Yep.
So be creative, guys. I mean, anything that we say here, hey, fair game. You can use it because it. I think it's really going to help each and everyone's business.
I do too. I do
Mhm.
too. Hey,
Mhm.
share your tagline in the thread of this video. Tell us what yours is. We'd love to see it, and do share. But
Mhm.
that's pretty much everything for today. We're gonna close us out, and we look forward to seeing you next Thursday at 5. And please share with us ideas, thoughts. Let us know if you'd like to, be promoted and spotlighted on the show, and share your comments in the thread of the video. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
Please do. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank
Face
you
to face.
guys. Have a wonderful evening and week, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye bye.